gentlemen. First of all, I'm thankful to International Institute of Project and Program Management and also to Professor Adesh Jain for inviting me over here and giving me this opportunity to interact with you all. I have been associated with this institute for the last 8 to 10 years or so, and especially when Mr. T.K. Nair, who is the boss of this institute, chairman of this institute, and he had asked me to be associated with this. So I'm half academic and half administrator kind of a person, so I thought it would be very good opportunity for me to get associated with this institute. And I have been doing that for the last 8 to 10 years. And whenever I get the opportunity, I do come to interact with the participants. Why I got associated with this institute is also a story. As you know, the first line, if you see the pamphlets or any pamphlet, is that how to finish a project. I mean, that is the bottom line. As a senior officer in the government, as an IS officer who has put in more than 32, 33 years of service, I've handled small projects, medium projects, very large projects also. I've been associated with public sector undertakings, very large public sector undertakings, like when I was in steel, so SAIL, NMDC, RINL, and so on. I've been government director on more than 10 public sector undertakings. 4 of them were so-called, what you call these, this Navaratnas, SAIL was Maharatna, and so on. I've been working on very large projects in the state government also. Although the state government projects may not be that large, but still in Haryana we do have very large projects. And I have been heading the engineering department also once or twice as what you call the principal secretary of say irrigation department or the water supply department, where you, except the principal secretary, everybody is an engineer. And I always remember this line, why we can't finish the project. We start the project, at least in the government sector, we are in the habit of not finishing it. Even a small job like maintenance of a house, where CPW, like I've gone back to Chandigarh after 7, 8 years spending in Delhi, and I've been allotted a house in Chandigarh. And can you imagine that at least 10 to 20 people are working in that house for the last 2 months or 3 months, and I'm sure that they will take another 2, 3 months for such a small job, such a small job. But still, I will not have full satisfaction when they move out. And I'm told that they have given a tender for my house only. When I found that why are not starting I got the position, why are not starting the job? They say that for your house, for distempering, for painting, for doing small, I mean the earlier officer left for just 15 days back, उसके लिए भी एक tender किया है, only for my house. Then you do the tendering, then you invite the 3 quotations, then the lowest one, and so on, and then the Tekadar will come and do the job, and so on. But what I'm trying to underline is that there is a problem that we do not finish the projects. There are very important, like we have a very large project called KMP, Kundli Manesar Palwal project. I mean, you may not know but this is something, a very huge, I think, some 180 kilometer road being built, which will be going around Delhi and so on. We started it in 2001. Tendering process itself took 3 years or so. The project was costing something like 4,000 crore rupees. Now, when I again joined back the government and I was attending some meeting 3 days back with the Chief Minister, I'm told that it has now escalated to 12,000 crore rupees. The project has been completed 90%. but the bridges have not been laid. The connectivity is not there. There are legal issues. People have gone to the court. Arbitration is going on. Two of the ठेकेदार्स have gone for arbitration. They are asking state government for a compensation of 2,000 crore rupees. We have put a counter claim before the arbitrator. The state government is asking the contractors to pay 5,000 crore rupees as damages. The road is where it was. Now again a deadline has been set. We had to cancel the tenders. We have given it to the. We have now divided the road in two parts, from A to B and B to C, and given two tenders now to two different people. Now we have set a deadline that one of the A to B will be completed by January 16, and B to C will be completed by January 18 or so. But the fact remains that what people must be thinking about us, about the systems in which we are operating. The same thing happened when I was working with SAIL. We had an expansion of more than 80,000 crore rupees over there. Anybody from SAIL here? We are increasing our capacity of steel making in the country. And when we actually make a project, we say we'll complete in 2 years or 3 years, and then things take 6 years or 8 years. And nobody is bothered. Nobody is bothered also about cost escalation, about inefficiencies, about the inconvenience being caused to the people. So I'm thankful that when you call me, I remember that the project have to be finished. I rather tell that we should have a chapter in all the engineering colleges, at least if you are engineers here, a chapter which should tell the engineers that how to complete a project. And we should take a certificate before we make the last payment that the project has been completed. It doesn't happen. We leave the things halfway, we move on to the. But that was as far as the institute is concerned. And I'm not supposed to talk about the institute as such. I've been called for a different purpose here. And that is to talk about emotional intelligence, emotional quotient. We call it EQ. I'm sure you all must have heard about it. And let me also tell you that I'm not a regular teacher like Professor Adesh Jain. So you may not find my talk as interesting, as stimulating as of many teachers or professors. So as a bureaucrat, I don't speak much. But since I have written the book on emotional intelligence, so people don't even expect me to speak about emotional intelligence. They also expect me to practice emotional intelligence. So I tell them कि मैंने किताब लिखी है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि इसको practice भी करूं, या इसके बारे में मैं बोलूं भी. I hope there are no foreigners here. I can probably speak 1 or 2 lines in Hindi. I feel comfortable when I speak Hindi, by the way. Writing about a subject is different thing, then speaking is different, and practicing is, of course, entirely different. So I write. So in addition to my job in the IAS, my background had been psychology and management, as he has pointed out, in the university. So I've been thinking that I should be doing something, some academic work, in addition to my job. And then I thought, what should I do? PhD कर लिया था, D.Litt कर लिया था, तो उसके बाद अब कुछ तो करें ना, तो मैंने कहा किसी सब्जेक्ट पे लिखा जाए. And at that time when I was searching the subject कि किस किताब पे लिखा जाए, किस टॉपिक पे लिखा जाए, so I found that I should be writing about emotions. I could have written books on leadership, on stress management, on whatever. There are so many topics in psychology and management. But as an expert in psychology and management and in the IAS, in 2001 or so, I thought I decided I should write something which should help people. help lakhs of people, if not millions, to improve themselves. A self-help book, a book on personality development, and not a purely academic book which most of my professor friends write and they are kept somewhere in the library. I thought I should write something which should sell also, which should reach to the people. Otherwise, there is no fun in writing a book. Most of us write the books, and the books don't sell in this country. Secondly, I should earn also. There is no harm in making money. But I know so many professors, top professors, vice chancellors who have written dozens of books, पर पैसा नहीं कमाया किसी ने किताब से. So I asked this question also to my academic friends, that why is so that the foreigners, when they write books, they sells in millions, millions of copies. हमारे यहाँ तो अगर जैसे 10,000 किताब मेरी बिक गई हैं, तो the publisher is privileged to write over 10,000 copies sold. 10,000 कॉपी हिंदुस्तान में बिकना बहुत बड़ा रिकॉर्ड है. तो मैंने पूछा भी यही से, बाकी सबकी किताबें लाखों में बिकती हैं, हम लोगों की क्यों नहीं बिकती? शायद तो कुछ होता ही नहीं होगा उसके अंदर. He mentioned the name Daniel Goleman, and I'm sure you all must have heard this name. He is an icon when it comes to emotional intelligence. He lives in US, अमेरिका में रहते हैं. And he first wrote about the concept of emotional intelligence, Daniel Goleman. His book has been sold millions of copies. Pirated ones have been sold probably another millions. Has been translated in almost all the language in the world. Any street in the world, whether India or London or Paris or US, you go, you pick up the book from the street and you will find Daniel Goleman book is there on emotional intelligence, anywhere in the world. तो कोई तो बात होगी कि इतनी बिक रही है. We also called Daniel Goleman for a talk here. 3 years back I called him in Delhi itself. Now first of all, you are not interested in coming to Asian country because Asian countries do not pay much. Then I said, no, we will look after your interest, and please do come over and we would like to listen to you. Then he came over, came in the morning, left in the evening, and charged me an Asian concessional amount of 1 crore rupees. एहसान जता के. So I'm not sure how much Professor Adesh Jain is going to give me today. He charged 75 lakh rupees for 4 first-class tickets. Came in the morning, left in the evening. But you see the craze of the man, I could earn out of it. I have one organization in Bombay on emotional intelligence, which my professional friends handle, just like IIPM. And we could, after the show, my people told me that we have saved around 25 lakh rupees or so. So that is the value of that man. Anyway, coming back again to emotional intelligence. We all know about emotions. We are human beings, not computers, not machines. So there's hardly any person who doesn't know what emotion means. and you do not need a psychologist or a management expert to tell you about emotions. We also know the impact of emotions on ourselves as well as on the people around us. इसके लिए भी कोई बहुत बड़ी गीता बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. But the best part is, and that is the reason I write, that we know emotion, we know its impact, we know its implication. Still, we do not know how to handle our emotions, or we do not handle our emotions. So, emotional intelligence are two words: emotion, intelligence. How to manage your emotions intelligently. That is the crux of the thing. Emotion तो सबको पता है, गुस्सा तो सबको आता है, किसको नहीं आता है, लेकिन कोई गुस्से को अगर मैनिपुलेट कर ले, कैलकुलेट कर ले, थ्रेशोल्ड पता कर ले उसका, तो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस हो गई. और गुस्सा आया और आपने कर दिया तो वो भी एक काम है. तो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस सिंपली मीन to know your own emotions, to know about the emotions of people around you, to know what is good, to know what is bad, and how to move from bad to good. More technically speaking, emotional intelligence would mean how you feel about a particular situation, how you think about a particular situation, whether you can recognize your emotions or not, whether you can name your emotions or not, and whether you can handle your emotions or not. Globally, psychologists have arrived to the conclusion that emotional intelligence, or when you measure it, it's called emotional quotient, EQ, makes a difference in your personal and professional life, the success in your personal and professional life. And that is the reason I am here to tell you why we should know about EQ. And I only hope that I am making some sense. I do not know, as I already told you, I don't teach, so I am not very sure whether when I talk, because I don't have PowerPoint presentations and I don't even keep the notebook, you know, and I just speak. But anyway, globally it has been proved now that success, whether in professional life or personal life, depends on two major things. One is the IQ and other is the EQ. IQ we all know. In fact, we know about IQ only in India. IQ means the academic qualification we have, the degrees which we obtain, the marks which we have got in the schools and colleges. I am an IAS officer. I am supposed to be having a very high IQ. Why? Because at a particular time I passed a particular exam. The engineers sitting here are very intelligent. Why? वही रुड़की से, कानपुर से या कहीं से 60s में या 70s में 80s में 90% मार्क्स आए थे. वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. डॉक्टर्स, डॉक्टर तो हैं इंटेलिजेंट, पर इतना 5 साल मेहनत की है, MBBS किया, फिर MD किया, फिर तो सपोज टू वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. The same is in schools. The first question in the drawing room when you go and you have the children there, वो पेरेंट्स बताएंगे कि मेरी लड़की के 98% मार्क्स आए. आजकल जिस भी जहाँ भी चले जाएं, आजकल एडमिशन का ज़माना है. दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन हो रहे हैं, मैं जिस भी घर में जाता हूँ, अचानक कहेंगे मेरे लड़के का एडमिशन हो गया है श्री राम कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स में, 98% मार्क्स थे। So in all the developing countries, which includes India also, IQ is being given a lot of importance. For the regions, nobody knows. And it is fairly understood that if you have high IQ, means that you have marks and degrees and so on, then you are intelligent. The parents are telling this, giving this message to the children. Children are also feeling it. 98% का मतलब है तो हिंदुस्तान का सबसे बढ़िया मैं हो गया हूँ। अब मेरे को अच्छी जॉब भी मिलेगी, पैसा भी मुझे मिलेगा, घर भी मुझे मिलेगा, गाड़ी भी मुझे मिलेगी, शादी भी मेरी अच्छी जगह हो जाएगी। But over the period of time, psychologists have concluded, rather, not realized, that IQ matters only 15 to 20% of success in your life, professional life or personal life. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं है. IQ can get you a job, but it is your EQ which will get you promoted. IQ can probably get you married. IQ just means that some university, some college, some institute has given you a certificate at some particular time. एक थप्पा लगा के दे दिया है कि इस आदमी के 1984 में इस कॉलेज में 90% मार्क्स आए थे रजिस्ट्रार, और उसको लेके सारी उम्र घूम रहे हो, दुनिया को बता रहे हो, अपनी बीवी को बता रहे हो, बच्चे को बता रहे हो, बॉस को बता रहे हो कि आई एम एन इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन, जस्ट सी दिस सर्टिफिकेट. But that is not intelligence. Psychologists say that 80% of your success, depends on factors which are not related to IQ. And when we talk about 80% of those factors, then we talk about emotional intelligence also. I'm not saying that IQ is irrelevant. It is to a certain extent. But it is a combination of IQ and EQ which matters. Simply having marks or qualifying an exam does not mean that you'll be successful also. It doesn't make you a good citizen of the country. It doesn't make you a good husband, good spouse. It doesn't make you a good parent, a good professional. IQ matters, EQ matters. Now, that is the reason I started writing about it. That if you know your own emotions, if you know the emotions of people around you, it helps. And as I was saying in the beginning also, that we are human beings, we are not computers, we are not machines. We all think differently, feel differently, behave differently. With the same stimulus, we have different responses. That is the reason I say that emotions matter in interpersonal relations. ऑफिस में हो, घर में हो, अकेले नहीं है, लोग आसपास होंगे. कोई ऐसी स्थिति नहीं होगी कि आप कहीं पे अकेले हों. जहां भी जाएंगे, you are surrounded by the people. There are people around you. Whether you are in the lift or the school, college, office or home. It becomes very important then to know how to interact with the people. Most of us feel that they know how to interact with people, but it is something which has not been told to us, has not been taught to us. We do not give this training in the schools and colleges. It is only in the family, after looking at the peer group or your parents, how they behave at a particular time in a particular situation, you learn how to interact with the people, how to deal with the difficult situation. Then why, if this concept is so important, then why not to have a formal briefing or formal training also on this? But no, in the schools and college we don't have. Yeah, but when you put in 20 years of service, like him, 30 years of service, then the Dalip Singh is called to tell you how to handle your emotions. I mean, when you put in so much of service, you're matured, you know it, probably know much better. At that time, the management experts are being called, the psychologists are being called, administrators are being called, or probably director personnel?
Yes.
Yeah, director personnel.
Mishra ji.
You know, ONGC, yeah. Director personnel from ONGC is being called to tell you how to handle emotions. और अगर ये इतनी जरूरी चीज थी तो 20 साल पहले क्यों नहीं बता दी? Now we are having sessions on stress management, how to control your anxiety, how to control your anger. सबको स्ट्रेस है कहते हैं, सबको स्ट्रेस है. So it is better to know this concept as early as possible, and especially in the interpersonal relations, emotional intelligence matters. Second thing which I will come, and when you go through my book also, probably if you get a chance to have a copy. I wrote about this subject because I realized that emotions affect our physical health also. Most of the physical illnesses have psychological base. Again, the data available has proved that almost 90% workload of doctors is because of psychological factors and not because of physical factors. Whether it is small back pain or chest pain or you name any disease, 80–90% contribution in that disease of your mental status and not physical. Even now, the medicine which doctors prescribe has only 20–30% impact on the illness. The rest is how doctors behave, how doctor talks to you, how he, and so on. So that is also the reason I thought that I should be telling people that if you are mentally healthy, then your physical health also improves. And good that the present government is looking into yoga and so on. I don't do yoga, I may not even believe in yoga, but I'm very happy about one thing, that you are doing something in the morning or in the evening, like you are also doing some exercise here. So, emotions keep you healthy. इसको भी आपको सोचना पड़ेगा. Depression is a very, very common factor these days. Earlier, we used to call it कि बोर हो रहा हूँ, आजकल बहुत बोरियत हो रही है, ऑफिस में भी दिल नहीं लग रहा है, and so on. अब वही पता चला है कि बोरियत को ही अंग्रेजी में डिप्रेशन बोलते हैं. पता नहीं था ना, अंग्रेजी नहीं आती थी पहले. ठीक है ना, तो बोरियत तो हम बोल देंगे, यार बहुत बोर हो रहा है ऑफिस में, घर में बहुत बोर हो रहा हूं. ये नहीं कहेंगे डिप्रेस हो रहा हूं. डिप्रेशन बोलते ही देन यू कम इन द, यू You are supposed to talk to the clinical psychologist or whatever. But the fact remains that we all are having depression of different degree these days. It's only the threshold which matters. Sometimes you cross the threshold and then it becomes worse. Even if we don't cross the threshold, we are getting bored, we are getting depressed. इसको भी हैंडल करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. अब उसके लिए आप लोगों में बड़े बड़े ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम करने पड़ते हैं जैन साहब को. बनाना पड़ता है हमारे जैसे लोगों को जो आपको बताते हैं हाउ टू हैंडल सर्टेन थिंग्स जिसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है, जिसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है, ज़रूरत नहीं है. Anyway, so this is what in simple terms I term as emotional intelligence. Although there may be so many other technical aspects to it. But when I write and I speak only the layman's language. I use the user-friendly language, and I want people to know about it and learn to improve themselves of their own. You need not to go to a professional, psychologist, clinical psychologist, psychiatrist, management expert. थोड़ा सा खुद ही ठीक कर लेंगे तो अच्छी बात है. थोड़ा खुद ठीक हो जाइए, थोड़े से आसपास वालों को ठीक कर दीजिए. Now, when I interact with the people, then people say, okay, we know about emotions now. We know that anger is bad, although anger is also not bad. They say anger is also positive to certain degrees. If you express your anger, then things get done, you know. If the boss is tough, गुस्सा है बॉस, गुस्सा हो गया बॉस, तो काम तेजी से चलता है. But the fact remains, the people are that we know about emotions now, but what to do? The professionals ask, the managers ask, then what skills I should have? And I'm sure you're going to ask this question to me also. कि आप बोलते तो हैं कि इमोशंस के बारे में ये होना चाहिए, वो होना चाहिए. But what skills managers should have to handle emotions in a positive way? उस काम के लिए मैंने जैन साहब की ड्यूटी लगा रखी है. ये बताएंगे कि करना क्या है. अब करना क्या है, that is the most important thing. So I did a lot of research in India. I have a very good team over here. And as I was saying that I was involved with large number of public sector undertaking in the steel sector for that matter. I could collect a lot of data. Senior management, middle level, hundreds and thousands का data हमने इकट्ठा कर लिया क्योंकि access थी तो मिल गया. Then we have come to certain conclusion that what needs to be done. तो सबसे पहला तो skill ये है that learn how to recognize your emotion. This is the first thing. How to recognize your emotion, that is more important. If you are feeling happy, feeling bad, so you should know about it. But the problem is, many a times we do not even know how to recognize the emotion. Even if you recognize, it's difficult to name it. आप खुश हैं कि खुश नहीं हैं. There are hundreds of emotions, and there are thousands of shades of emotion. तो ये जज करना कि मैं कहाँ स्टैंड करता हूँ, ये बड़ा मुश्किल काम है. So first thing जो कि साइकोलॉजिस्ट हमें बताते हैं is to learn to recognize your emotion. And when you are able to recognize your emotion and name it, and even if you are correct to the extent of 50%, I think you would be in a better position to understand yourself. Secondly, to recognize the emotion of the people around you. आसपास के लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं, कैसे सोच रहे हैं, वो भी जरूरी है, चाहे आप मीटिंग में हैं, सरकारी में या घर में हैं. To how to recognize the emotion of the people around you or the emotion of others is also key to the success. इसको भी अगर कर लिया जाए तो if you search the net, if you और या आप किसी साइकोलॉजिस्ट को बुला के कराएंगे, एक दिन की कोई ट्रेनिंग कराएंगे, so they will let you know how to recognize your emotion and how to name it. उसका नाम क्या दें कि गुस्सा है ये खुशी है ये, कि ये गम है क्या ये, है ना? That would help. Second skill which makes you emotionally intelligent is to have high self-esteem, a high sense of self-esteem. How do you rate yourself? आप अपनी कीमत मार्केट में क्या लगाते हैं? My experience shows that in this part of the world, in India, हम लोगों की सेल्फ एस्टीम में कहीं कमी है. You talk to Germans, you talk to Americans, a false sense of self-esteem. वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में पल्ले कुछ नहीं है, लेकिन वो फिर भी. In India, we would have everything, but वो थोड़ा सा not inferiority complex, but a kind of inferiority complex लेके घूम रहे हैं. कोई भी बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट हो, जब तक कोई इंटरनेशनल कंसल्टेंट ना बुलाए ना हम, तब तो प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि इंडियन कंसल्टेंट के तो बस का कुछ है ही नहीं. मैंने बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट देखे स्टील सेक्टर में और दूसरे भी, जब तक वो आके कोई बाहर से आके कोई नहीं बताएगा हमें, और जब तक वो थाउजेंड्स ऑफ डॉलर्स नहीं ले लेगा, तब तक वो हमारा कैलिबर जो है ना वो जगता नहीं है. So we should have a very high sense of self-esteem, very high sense of self-esteem, which all managers, I don't say they lack, आप लोग lack नहीं कर रहे हो, लेकिन उसको recognize भी नहीं कर रहे हो. So if you can learn how to rate yourself, थोड़ा सा उसका inflation factor लगाएं उसमें, तो वो will make a better sense. तो दो चीज बता दी. तीसरी चीज है to have a higher amount of empathy. Empathy is key to emotional intelligence. To know the people around you, to know the concern of the people around you, to empathize with them, to empathize with the situation is the key to success. And you will find any manager or boss and director personnel would know better. Empathy is the key to success. And emotional intelligence में 80% emotional intelligence means empathy. If you know the concern of the people around you and you can address them to their satisfaction, you would be known as a successful manager. लेकिन अगर सुनना ही नहीं किसी को आपने, I know director personals in many तो कई लोग आते थे कि उनको ये कह दें कि हमें सुन ले, सिर्फ मिलते ही नहीं हो. तो I know vice chancellors, people used to come कि जी हमें कुछ नहीं चाहिए वाइस चांसलर से, इसको बोलो एक बार बुला के सुन ले हमें. वाइस चांसलर ने why should I meet? This is a true story. I've been working with one of the chancellor, who is governor governors in this country are also chancellor of the university. So I'm working with one of the governors in one of the states. So we used to go to different universities, convocation and that kind of thing. I remember in one of the university we went, that the unions came, the teachers union, the workers union, and they said कि सर उसको गवर्नर साहब का सर हमें कुछ नहीं, वाइस चांसलर से बोलो कि हफ्ते 10 दिन में सुन लिया करें हमें. The similar is the situation with many of my colleagues also in the IAS. If you don't empathize with the people, if you do not look into their concern, then you need to improve your EQ. So, empathy is the third thing. तो पहला मैं बता रहा था how to recognize your emotion, दूसरा मैं बता रहा था आपको क्या बता रहा था दूसरा सेल्फ एस्टीम, और तीसरा ये है एम्पैथी है. देयर कुड बी मेनी मेनी अदर थिंग्स. चौथा हमने जो हमने काफ़ी टीम बनाई थी रिसर्च करके, हमने इंडिया में क्या क्या करें उसके बारे में कुछ हमने बनाया है. आज ये भी इंटरेस्टिंग है कि क्यों हमने रिसर्च की, बिकॉज रिसर्च अमेरिकन रिसर्च वाज अवेलेबल, यू कुड हैव straight away implemented or followed. But then we realized that emotions are culture specific. American ethos, American emotions, American feelings, or European, or for that matter any other region, continent, are different from Indian ethos, Indian feeling. तो अब आप डैनियल गोलमैन को बुला के यहाँ सुन के इम्प्रूव नहीं कर सकते. हम लोग हमारे अपने फीलिंग्स हैं, इमोशंस अलग हैं इंडिया के. तो व्हेन वी रियलाइज दैट इमोशंस आर कल्चर स्पेसिफिक, देन वी स्टार्टेड डूइंग सम रिसर्च वर्क, एंड देन वी अराइव्ड एट दीस 4-5 पॉइंट्स which we should improve. And when you read the foreign authors, you'll find they think differently. हमारे यहाँ फैमिली सिस्टम है, वहाँ नहीं है. फैमिली सपोर्ट है, वहाँ न्यूक्लियर फैमिलीज हैं. You know, in India, why they say there are no psychologists, बहुत कम हैं, जरूरत ही नहीं है. जरूरत ही नहीं है. आज मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम हो जाए भी 15 मिनट में मेरे फादर भी आ जाएंगे, मदर भी आ जाएंगी, भाई भी आ जाएगा, बॉम्बे से भी फोन आ जाएगा, तो उसका क्या हुआ. अनसोलिसिटेड गाइडेंस आनी शुरू हो जाएंगी, कैसे क्या करना है, हर चीज का सॉल्यूशन बता देंगे वो. फैमिली में प्रॉब्लम हो जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, मैरिटल प्रॉब्लम, देयर आर सिस्टम्स built up in the system, immediately आपको काउंसिल करने के लिए आ जाएंगे, बड़ा भाई है ये है. Frankly speaking, our family system has supported, whereas in rest of the countries, especially in the US and Europe also, if you are having some problem, some psychological problem, you do not even have a person to talk to. You go to a psychologist just to talk. You pay dollars just to कि मेरे को 1 घंटा कोई सुनने के लिए मिल गया. Otherwise, me and my dog, or me and my computer. मैंने एक स्टडी बनाई है इसमें, me and my computer. इंडिया में कंप्यूटर की जरूरत नहीं है, वहाँ पे you do not have anybody to talk to. हमारे यहाँ से बात क्या, लड़ भी लो, लड़ने के लिए बहुत लोग हैं. Colleagues लड़ ही रहे हैं ना. A director person will let you know, half of the time we are wasting in the courts. Go to any department, any organization. What you say, the stress management की बात कर रहा हूँ, but I was trying to find some other word how to, the upsets in life or something. But popularly known is called how to handle stress. Stress है, anxiety है, frustration है, failures हैं. We all will encounter these wherever you go. Whether you are successful or not successful, serving, not serving, private sector, public sector, family, profession. These small things you should know how to handle on day-to-day basis. If you are stressed, some frustration, even in the service also, you will always have something or some setback or the other. And then you have to learn to manage your stress, your frustration and other things. उसके लिए भी बड़े अच्छे कोर्स होते हैं, बड़े महंगे, उसको भी कर रहे हैं आप, तो वो भी अच्छा है. मुफ्त में का सुधरना है तो मेरी बात सुन लेना. You have the choice, But handling stressful situations as well in the professional life is very important. And finally, I would say that you should know your emotional intelligence level also, your EQ level. For that matter, I have developed a test, emotional quotient test, in 2001. We have been continuously improving upon it. It has been technically validated by a number of psychologists in the country and world over. If people have here with the background of psychology, what we say is the test is standardized, and standardized means that its validity and reliability has been tested. It has been attempted by more than 1 lakh people by now, through the web portal which I manage. It is the only test available outside US. So US के जो टेस्ट है वो they cost lot, $300, $400, $500 के वो होते हैं. हम लोग फ्री में करते हैं उस काम को. The test is being used in PhDs and all of the research in the country. So I will suggest that when you have time, when you go back, so you can visit my website and do the test online. वो तो बताऊंगा जी, वो तो बताऊंगा. Anyway, the website is called www.eqindia.com. eqindia.com. The website is eqindia.com. It's a very popular website. ये मेरी personal website है. You can go and do the test online over there, and it will give you instant result. You can take the printout also, and so on. It gives certain situations and then also prompts you to react to those situations. And it measures those 4 factors only, 4 or 5 factors only, which I have been telling you in simple way. तो आप उसको करेंगे तो पता चलेगा आपको कि वो भी एक रहेगा. अच्छा. So, Professor Jain, I think that was from my side. So, thank you very much for calling me. And I only hope that I've been able to convey what I wanted to convey in a simple language. And I'm in Chandigarh these days, posted with the state Haryana government. I'm from Haryana cadre. So if you happen to be in Chandigarh, you're most welcome. You can contact me anytime. Otherwise, you can be in touch with me through the website. Thank you very much.
There are 2 things I wanted to just say. Simplicity, if you know your subject, It has to be simple. And if you want to make money as a consultant, you have to make such a complex jargons, and nobody will understand. And when they don't understand, and they think they are very intelligent, imagine if I don't understand being so intelligent, what will be this man? I've not understood him at all. He must be super genius. And that's what the consultants do. They take the time from you and tell you exactly 30000. That's all. But very, very nicely done. Some 2 questions will take, one from you, and so you can come forward, come here. Rajesh, you come first. You can come here. Rajesh, 2 only. Heavy.
And
Chemicals.
answer will be, as I told you, answer will be my wife.
You are delegating to me.
Yeah, please.
Sir, good morning. My question is generic in nature, and the reason is that you being an IAS officer and the society in general and the administration in specifically really looks at people like you more. You made 2 comments in the beginning of your session, and somewhere as a citizen of the country, I'm feeling a little perturbed. You said, why can't we finish the project on time? This is a challenge which you face facing as IAS officer. And also said, nobody is bothered. Right? So these were 2 very heavy, loaded statement of a very senior IAS officer. How you look at your countrymen to respond to these 2 statements of yours? This is my question.
No, no. When I said that, let me tell you, I was very serious. It may be insulting to certain professions. It may be embarrassing. And that is the reason we don't say certain things openly. But I have no hesitation in saying that our technical people in the country have failed us. Wherever you go, no system is working. ना बिजली काम करती है, ना सड़क काम करती है, ना रेल काम करती है, ना हवाई जहाज काम करता है. Whereas this, you go to any other country, small country, big countries, the systems are perfect. So we are lacking somewhere in our education system, maybe in the college, engineering college, or wherever, or maybe in our attitudes and perceptions. Everything is working in the US, which is a large country. छोटी कंट्री में चले, मैं तो हजारों मतलब I've been almost entire globe I've been to. छोटी कंट्रीज में चले जाइए, systems are working. हमारे यहाँ कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट, चाहे ONGC हो, चाहे सेल हो, चाहे वो कोई और शुरू होगा, वो खत्म ही नहीं होता. 4 साल का प्रोजेक्ट पहले दिन ही पता होता है 8 साल में खत्म होगा. So something needs to be done. And I said, nobody is bothered me, nobody is bothered. We have adopted the systems, very complicated system, very, very complicated system. And cost enhancements are taking place. The cost is cost to the country. So that is the reason I got associated, because I like the line, how to finish a project. And if your technical people or engineers, if they know how to finish a project, I think that will be the wonderful day in the country.
Second, no, not you.
So I don't know how to do it, but that needs to be done.
You wanted to ask second.
Yes, please.
डॉक्टर साहब नमस्कार.
नाम बता दीजिए अपना.
आई एम BS सहरावत. आई एम फ्रॉम राइट्स. आई एम एन इंजीनियर. इस पे बात नहीं करूंगा कि प्रोजेक्ट क्यों फेल होते हैं, बहुत दूर तक जाएगी बात. इंजीनियर्स नहीं है यहाँ पर, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स भी हैं, पॉलिटिशियंस भी हैं. बट दिस इज नॉट माई क्वेश्चन. सर, माई क्वेश्चन टू यू इज वेरी सिंपल. EQ is very important in a person's life. Is it a variable or a constant when we talk of a person? How it can be improved? EQ. Whether it can be improved. I have some EQ. Can I improve it? Or it is a constant factor? Or it is a variable?
Well, frankly, I should have talked about it. There's a full chapter in my book called How to Develop Your EQ, but I just skipped it. I should have talked about it, that whether EQ can be developed or not. There's a general perception that EQ is fixed, but that is not true, or IQ is fixed. As I told you, that somebody is given a degree to me that in the year 1982 I did IIS and I got this mark. So that degree I'm showing to the whole world for the last 35 years or so. And that is fixed. Those marks will remain fixed. So IQ is more or less fixed, more or less stable, but EQ is not. And with the maturity, with the age, your EQ also gets, improve hota hai. And other way also, you can develop your emotional intelligence at any stage in life. So that is the best part of emotional intelligence. The IQ is more or less fixed, but EQ you can always improve. And how to improve, I had been talking about.
Thank you very much. We want to take this opportunity. Mr. D.D. Mishra, very, very forward-looking, 20 years ahead of time. He is with us, and it so coincidentally happened that next speaker will be he. So may I request Mr. Mishra to release the 4th edition of this book. Dr. Dilip Singh, aap hi aaiye.
This edition has come in the market just 10 days back.
All right, so now our paramparized Guru Dakshina. Lana jara yaar. Dr. Sahab, one thing I want to tell you. Dr. Dilip Singh, Dilip ji ने कहा गोल्डमैन को दे रहे हैं 75 lakhs और उस पर 25 लाख रुपए बना लेते हैं ये लोग. अब जैन साहब क्या देंगे इनको? तो मेरे आई वॉज थिंकिंग क्या करा जाए, और इन्होंने ये खुद जस्टिफाई कर दिया. इंडिया में 10,000 किताब बिकती हैं, गोल्डमैन की बिक गई मिलियन, उसी रेशो में मैं दे रहा हूं. That's all it is. अगर डेलियन गोल्डमैन की 5 मिलियन हो गई और उनको 10,000 हो रही है, तो वो 75 lakhs का अगर करेंगे तो 75 रुपये मिलेंगे. बट आई एम ए गुड चेयरमैन ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन. मैं इनको 5 गिफ्ट दे रहा हूँ. लाइए 5 शिष्य आ जाइए जो आना चाहते हैं, जल्दी जल्दी आइए, टाइम. एक तो ये गिफ्ट है इनकी, ये कैप. ही इज अ गोल्फर. He wanted to play golf when he was in the agriculture ministry. Now he's going to play again. So this is. And you are from? NTPC. ये आपको कोस्टर्स हैं. ये कैप्टन है एयरपोर्ट अथॉरिटी. ये कुछ किताबें हैं, 2 किताबें, इसमें मेरी भी एक है. आप कहाँ जा रहे हैं सर? अभी तो और भी है. ये वाली है एक्स्ट्रा लार्ज. Because I think all IAS people need extra large or extra large. And ये जो dangerous है, क्योंकि बड़ी सी है ना. आजकल ट्रांसपेरेंसी का जमाना है. We have to show what it is. Can you open? The other we don't have to open. They're small. This is a little big one. The खोलिए इसको. That would be the last. काफी अच्छी पैकिंग हुई है. He is from Bhagra Byas, BBMB. तो ये जो गिफ्ट है जो हमने कल, you got Guy Giffen. You all like this simulation for 2 days. So this is what the gift will be given to you, sir. Made by the artisans in Agra. And now you know our international council, people like him with us, we are very strong. 3 IIM directors, Dilip Singh, and I hope you will continue to be, even when you become Secretary to Government of India.
For information, I've been
Empaneled
as Secretary to Government of India just 10 days back.
Oh!
I may come back to Delhi anytime.
That's very good, very good. Thank you.